What's going on, guys? JR Sports Herds coming at you with another video today. Guys, this is my favorite video of the week. What to expect for retail hunting on Friday, 8 a.m. If you're going to wake up, get in line. I'm going to take you through what's going to be available on the shelves, what you should buy, or what I think you should buy. We're going to go through new values of the cards. Guys, there's so much to unpack. We have so many new releases. This is just going to be an action-packed video. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn. You're in for a long one today. So tons of new updates. Here we go. So let's start off by going through the different products you're going to be seeing. We're going to start with football, basketball, baseball, and then we're going to go through my checklist of what you should get if you have a chance to get it. So here we go. Also, I'm going to be referencing resale value, but not resale value for reselling. The logic behind this is if it's higher value in the secondary market, then the single values are going to be higher. So that's kind of the way I do it. So if I say, the select football blasters are about $60 or $80 right now, I don't mean for reselling purposes. It just tells you if it went down, then the price of singles went down. So here we go. Let's get into it. Let's start with football. So there are going to be 3 products on the shelves with 1 new release coming, and well, really 2 depending where you are in some areas. So first off, I want to start off with the regular select football. This is the 4th week of the select football being dropped. It has been stocked like crazy the last 2 weeks, specifically with mega boxes coming out last week across the country, blasters being available, and fat packs being available for about the last 3 weeks. So last week, select blasters were reselling for value about $80 to $90. Now they're about $60 to $80 for resale eBay. This is again because so many have just been thrown out into the atmosphere. I mean, Target is stocking in crazy amount of these, almost like 20 select mega boxes, 20 to 40 select mega boxes at each Target is what I've kind of seen as a consensus, at least in YouTubers' videos and on forums and stuff like that. So that's been crazy. They're becoming really common. So again, they were selling for $80, $90 last week. They're down to $60 or $80. I'd imagine they're going to stay at $60 to $80 as this is kind of the base price. Pretty much what's been happening with retail this year, and specifically, all these boxes. I mean, Prism, this is the same thing happened with Prism. It started off really high and it slowly came down until it reached about the $65 to $80 area and kind of just flatlined until it stopped coming out. We really don't know how much longer Select is going to be stocked on the shelves. It could be another 3 or 4 weeks. It could be 2 weeks. We're not sure. So right now, if you want to buy Select and hold on to the boxes and open during the season, the card values will go back up. So that's what I recommend you doing if you're going to get your hands on Select. Just hold it and open it during the season because the value will climb back up. Probably around 110 to 120. Unless it's some premium stock basketball where they're really overproduced premium stock, we could potentially be seeing that same thing with select football, where select blasters will stay around the $60 to $80 range, most of them selling at $70. So it's really up to you with select. It is sort of a risk, but not really. You're at this price, you're not going to probably lose money. You just have potential to kind of go up or make nothing. So fat packs, we're going for about, if I'm looking to the left because I have information here, fat packs are going for about $35 to $40 for select. Now they're going for $20 to $30. So you saw a decrease in that. And select mega boxes, which really rolled out for the first week. This week they did kind of pop into Minnesota, Midwest area. Not like before last week. So they're going for about $200 to $250. Now they're down to $140 or to $150. I imagine after this week, they're going to go down a little bit more because it's the second week they'll be out across the country. So look for a dip in the price of select mega boxes. And just select overall is kind of pretty risky right now. So here we go. Next product is going to be Chronicles football. So right now I only see blaster boxes and mega boxes out, so blaster boxes dropped in Minnesota last week and other parts of the country, not across country. This is the first week that Chronicles will be dropped in store across the country. They were available online if you were lucky enough to kind of hop in online. I'm making a video on how to get stuff online tomorrow. So make sure to stay and subscribe for that. So Chronicles blasters were selling for about $115 to $135 before this online drop and before last Friday, because again, it did come out in that Minnesota Midwest area, which just seems to be a week earlier in terms of release than the East and West Coast. So what I'd be looking for here, Chronicles blasters are going to shoot down to about $80 or $85. I mean, that's what they are right now, resale. So again, that big drop from that 115 mark to the 80 mark at the lowest. And then Chronicle Mega Boxes dropped online. Nobody has received the Chronicles Mega Box yet. There is nothing on YouTube as I'm filming today at 1 p.m. I have not seen anything. So I would expect that Chronicles Mega Boxes most likely will be dropping in stores hopefully this week. It could be, we could see that delay where Minnesota and the Midwest get the mega boxes this week. The coasts get the blasters. The whole country gets the blasters, and just the Midwest, Minnesota area. I know Minnesota is not in the Midwest, or maybe it is. I don't even know. But pretty much those areas, Minnesota specifically, will be getting mega boxes out to their stores, and therefore they'll get firsthand, and then hopefully within the next week it will open up to the rest of the country. So the last thing, it's one new release countrywide for football, hopefully countrywide. Not sure. Score, again, is Score 2021 football blaster boxes are coming out, which is a great little thing because it's now the first rookies, the first real rookies of the rookie class minus Leaf Draft, because who likes Leaf Draft? Sadly, they will not be professional uniforms. It's going to be all college uni stuff. This is regular for Score. Nothing different here. Nothing's really changed. They usually release this pre-draft anyways. Now it's after draft. So pre-sale blaster boxes on eBay are going for about $130 to $150. This is going to tank, guys. Do not buy for $130, $150. It's going to tank probably around $45 to $60 at equilibrium. This is exactly what 2020 Score Football did. They were pre-selling about $115, $120, and now you can pick up a blaster box for anywhere from $45 to $60. That's what they're selling. If you have the opportunity to buy a Score blaster box in store, you can buy one and maybe you get a quick flip with the individual cards, but that has to be very, very short term. I'd give you a day. You're going to lose so much value if you wait any longer than a day. It's very risky to buy. You could have a pretty great return on investment if you do it quick, but if you don't do it quick enough, your ROI is just not there to take that risk on Score Football. But that is coming out supposedly countrywide. That's the rumors. That's what we're hearing on forums and everything like that, but we could definitely just be seeing it in that Minnesota area and the Midwest. All right, so that's going to be it for football. There's going to be 3 products. If I have to rank them, I would go Chronicles Blaster, I would go Chronicles, Select, and then Score. Chronicles and Select, really up to you, whatever you prefer. Do you want to open some Chrome-esque cards? Do you want more Chronicles where you can still get that Prism Black set that has very, very good value right now? So it's really up to you. I would argue go with Chronicles. You're going to get more potential value out of there. Select is just coming down as days go on. By Friday, Select could be even lower in terms of blaster boxes and singles. So I really think it's too risky to go with Select in terms of value. We don't know how much Panini's printing, so I would go with Chronicles. All right, let's hop over to basketball. That was a lot. That was a mouthful. But we have 2 basketball products right now. Hopefully we'll be seeing some release within the next week, but nothing new this week. In some areas, they've already stopped the production of NBA Donruss basketball blaster boxes and Fat Packs, yet at some places they still have them. I know in my area, we still did have Donruss basketball blasters and hanger pack or Fat Packs. So these, again, they literally have not changed in the last 4 weeks. You're going to be looking at about $50 or $60 value on the Donruss basketball blaster and about $15 to $20 on the Fat Pack. The Fat Packs were kind of trending towards more 20 area last week. They're kind of down to $15, but really not too much fluctuation. That's just a good backup product if you're kind of late in line or you're at your second or third target. It could be fun to pick up a box of NBA Donruss basketball or a Fat Pack. That's what you're going to look for in terms of value. LaMelo Ball still holding great value in terms of Donruss, especially those exclusive retail parallels that you can get in the hangers. He's holding great value in there. Obviously, the second basketball product, my apologies, is NBA Prism. This is the hot commodity right now, and honestly, my number one on my list. So we have NBA Prism Hoops blaster boxes going for about $120 to $130 in value. That is up actually from last week, $115 to $120. I can tell you why. So many people were focused on buying Select football that they really neglected buying Prism basketball. It's been out for so long. Select is new. They wanted to kind of get into the new Select stuff. So Prism kind of took a back seat. Not as much was put on the market because there was such a focus on Select. in that one item per person rule. So you're looking at an actual increase in the value of NBA Prism blaster boxes at 120 to 130. Hangers have stayed the exact same, about 120, and cello packs have stayed exact same, 40 to 45. They were up week 2, they were selling for 35 to 40, and then week 3 and 4, they're up to 40 and $45 in value. So I personally like the hanger boxes over everything. You get those 3 ice parallels, especially if you get them at Target. Then I would go blaster box. Then I would go cello pack. But Prism is going to be your number one buy this week, in my opinion. It really comes down to, do you want Chronicles or Prism? That's my main opinion. I say Prism. You can get more potential value out of ripping a box than you can of Chronicles. But then again, that's just based on secondary market value and the principle that if secondary market value up, single card value is up. All right. Before I hit on baseball, I just want to talk about UFC really quickly. So UFC Prism blasters are out. They are going crazy right now. There's kind of this new hype within the UFC market in terms of blaster boxes, so look out for those. Those are about $85 to $95 in value, which is great for the hobby. New sport introduced. Again, there's about 20 to 40, depending on how many cases Target gets at each Target. Obviously, depends. It's not nationwide. That's select Targets. Some will have none this week. You can expect some to have 20, some to have 40. They're selling for $85, $95. I'd imagine since the second week they're going to be out, they're going to go down a bit. I'd imagine they're probably going to end up somewhere in the 60s range by the time this kind of line flattens out. But that's good to know. If you buy it right now and you rip and you sell short term, I think you can, make some good money here. But if you do rip, if you decide to hold on, you're definitely going to lose some value going into the next week or two. All right, let's hop into baseball. There are going to be 5 baseball products, which is just crazy because that's the biggest amount of baseball products, and that's because you have 2 companies working on these baseball products. You have Topps and Panini. Remember, Panini only has access or has the official license for basketball and football, so that's what they focus on. Here, Topps has the license for MLB. So let's go through MLB. So first off, you're going to have those Top Series 1 set. You're going to have packs. You're going to have tins. You're going to have blaster boxes. I'm focused on tins because that seems to be the hottest within Series 1. Those, again, have not changed for the past 3 weeks. They're selling for about $17 to $20. Some under $17 now, so it has shown they've lost a little bit of value. Kind of the whole card market has really lost a little bit of value, though. So I would argue those Series 1 tins, they're trending more around 17, whereas last week they were kind of trending more around 19, 20. So you lost a couple bucks there within value, but I wouldn't be too worried about it. So Series 1 tin could be a fun thing, but that is not the best to get for baseball whatsoever. You also have the Topps Heritage boxes. Those kind of hurt in value as well. Last week, the blaster boxes were selling for about 20 to 25, trending near 25 mark. Now they're selling for about $17 to $20, same as the Series 1 tins, which are trending more towards the $17, $18 rather than the 20 than the upper echelon at 20. You have hanger boxes down tremendously from last week. They were selling for about $10 to $15. Now people are losing money on them, about $7 to $10 for Heritage. So Heritage does not seem to be a hot product. I would stay away from it. The only thing that has gone up, which I was kind of surprised about, fat packs last week were about $5 to $9, trending near $6. Now they're $8 to $11, trending near the $10 or $11 range. So the fat packs did go up. You can get better. You can pull better things in the fat packs for your money, rather than the blaster, and the hanger box is just terrible. So fat packs are definitely a little more demand this week. So if you're late, maybe it's on Saturday and you want to pick up something, your Heritage fat pack could be your best bet in terms of picking something up for cheap value. They're like $6, so you'll get a little bit additional value. All right, so we have 2 newish releases. So last week, I didn't cover it in the video because I didn't know it was going to release, but Diamond Kings Baseball blaster boxes released. They were selling for about $40 before last week because Minnesota and that area kind of got them first. And then they're back down to about $25 now. This is the exact same trend Heritage took. They were selling about $35 to $40. Now the Heritage hit this 2025 mark and now they're down. I think we're going to see the same exact thing with Diamond Kings, except a little less drastic because it is a nicer product. Blasters are reselling for about $25. I have seen some in the low 20s, but most are trending $24, $25. I'd argue next week we'll probably see them kind of flatline around 20, and that's what they're going to be at. You're not going to get too much additional value. And then you have the Bowman blasters and Bowman fat packs. So Bowman blaster boxes did not come out until last Friday. That was a big drop on the list. So there was no value in terms of prior to last Friday. Bat packs were selling for about $15 to $20, trending more near the $20 mark. So whereas this week fat packs are trending near $13 to $15, closer to the $14, $15 mark, not necessarily the lower echelon at 12 or 13. So did lose a little value in fat packs. Bowen blasters opened up at about 45 to 55 resale value. I think this is going to pretty much stay. We could see 40 to 45 going into next week just because there's going to be increased supply. But I think the demand is pretty set for baseball in terms of nothing crazy coming out. But wow, guys, that was a lot of information. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. My top picks here, Prism Basketball Hanger Box is going to be your best purchase this weekend or this week-ish, and you know what I mean. Then your Prism Basketball Blaster Box, then your Chronicles Mega Box, then your Chronicles Blaster Box, then your Select Mega Box. I even think you could put Select Mega Box over Chronicles Blaster Box. But that's just my opinion, guys. What do you think? Does this video help you guys? I love making these weekly videos. This was a mouthful today. I'm sorry for that. If you do want to get a chance to get some retail price, check out my memberships. I'll leave some information at the end. For $3.99 a month, you get access to baseball at retail price, rip and ship. So I'll go out, I'll buy the retail product, sell it to you at retail price plus shipping, open on the channel and send you all the cards. For $9.99 a month, I'm offering that same service. For football and basketball, you'll get priority. So if I get 4 products and we have 10 members, then I'll randomize, and those 4 out of the 10 members will get the products for that week. And then the next week, the people that didn't get products will be prioritized to get product. And that's the same thing. You pay retail plus shipping, you get all the cards, you just sponsor the video, you get shout out. So guys, go check out the memberships. The link will be left in the description down below, and some more information at the end of this video. I want to give a shout out to 2 Aces. He was my first gold member, the first day I released gold membership. So guys, go give him a subscribe, check him out, connect with him on YouTube, guys. I will leave Instagram. I will leave his link down in the description if you guys want to talk cards with him. He's an awesome person. Guys, I'm going to leave you there. Check out the memberships. Peace.